Okay, very good evening, students, all of you. Please confirm, am I visible and my voice is audible to all of you? Okay, so I hope there is no issue with the audio and the screen is also visible, right? So once again, good evening, all of you. Yeah, good evening. Okay, so how are you, especially after GPAT examination? How was your exam? And today we are here for the preparation of NIPER. Whatever has been you have been prepared for GPAT, more or less similar is there for the NIPER. Some extra points are there that we are going to see. But today we are going to see all the questions that have been asked previously in the NIPER exam. First of all, remember that as compared to GPAT examination, NIPER is little bit easy comparatively. Okay, if you have studied well, then there has to be not much difficulty for the NIPER exam, right? Okay, very good evening, all of you. So with whatever efforts you have taken throughout the year, please make sure that for the NIPER exam also, many students will think that okay, GPAT has completed, now the same I will apply for the NIPER. But please learn from your mistakes. There are certain things you might have missed during the GPAT examination. Try to avoid those mistakes, learn from those mistakes. Maybe in a hurry or something might have happened. So make sure that those mistakes are not repeated for NIPER exam. Okay. And today we are going to see the previous year's question, what have been asked from all the topics that technology, juries and so on. And please make sure that you will answer also, definitely. So let's get started with the first question. And if you have any doubts, any queries, then please let me know, okay? So the very first question is, polymorphs is not determined by. Many students just randomly read the question. Maybe they will not see this one. Directly see polymorphs is determined. Something might have happened. Okay. So it is very important. Read the question carefully. It is not determined by. So what do you think? What should be the right answer? Option A is optical crystallography, option B is hot stage microscopy, option C is solubility analysis, and option D is differential thermal analysis. Okay. So first of all, what are polymorphs? Polymorphs are nothing but a same substance which is existing in different forms. Their forms is different. Right? Poly means what? Many. So one substance will be there that will be existing in different forms, right? That means the chemical structure is same. So optical crystallography, definitely it will have different crystal structure. Okay, so it is determined by optical crystallography because different structure you can determine that. Next is hot stage microscopy. Yes, hot stage microscopy because structure is different. Solubility analysis, do you think solubility analysis will play the role? Because the substance is same, their solubility remains the same, it cannot be used to determine the polymorphs. And last is differential thermal analysis, DTA, that everybody knows, right? Apart from that, you have XRD, where you will be seeing different diffraction peaks of the structure. So definitely option C, solubility analysis, is the right answer. Very good, Shivani. I think everybody knows this, right? So solubility analysis cannot be used to determine the polymorphs. Okay, so here you can see microscopy, then hot stage microscopy, DS is there, that is differential scanning calorimetry, then we have TGA and so on. Okay, the next is spray drying and spray congealing is used for. It is used for what purpose? This is NIPER JEE 2021 question. Microcapsule, tablet, capsules and powders. First of all, what is spray drying? What is spray congealing? Spray drying, we know that basically it is converting into, for example, a coating of a particles, right? Smaller particles. Have you seen spray drying in case of tablets? Okay, Lalit is telling A, Shivani is telling A. Yes, it is about the microcapsule. We have seen these are the parts or these are the types of the methods where microencapsulation can be done. Tablets we have not seen. Tablet methods are different. Wet granulation and dry granulation, direct compression. Capsule it is not there. Powders it is not there. Okay. Basically it is microencapsulation. So option A, very good, all of you, is the right answer. Microcapsule, that is the right answer. Apart from that, you have air suspension. Remember Brewster process. Brewster, what is Brewster process? It is a downward, okay? Basically, it is a bottom spray process. There are various spray, top, bottom and tangential, from where the liquid will come. So just remember, Brewster is a spray which is coming from the downside. So we call it as a bottom spray. Next is, these are the methods for microencapsulation. Okay, I hope everybody knows this. The next question is GMP. See, sometimes very easy question. At least if you have gone through schedule once or twice, still anybody can answer, right? So GMP comes under which schedule? 𝘂𝙬𝙬 2024. Recent question. So what is the answer for this one? Option A, schedule A. Option B, schedule B. Then M and D. We know that what is GMP? GMP is nothing but good manufacturing practices. Okay, so definitely it will come under which schedule? C, very good. Schedule M, that is about the manufacturing practices. Very good. So schedule M is the right answer. So here you can see the requirements of manufacturing premises, that is GMP requirements of factory premises are given, under which there are various parts depending upon the type of dosage form, tablets or the parenteral one. So remember, M stands for manufacturing. The next question is mechanical contraceptives comes under which schedule? This is 𝘂𝙬𝙬 2023. Mechanical contraceptives comes under which schedule? So those who were there, we have remembered with the tricks, right? Schedule R, R1, P and O. Okay. So we have remembered P is what? For the pack size or the life period of the drug. P for period or the pack size, right? O is for what? Disinfectant. So we have remembered as OH group, right? It is not about the R1. What do you think? Prasanna is telling A. Right. So we have remembered mechanical contraceptives as R for rubber latex, right? The contraceptives which are made for R for rubber latex. Okay. So definitely option A is the right answer. Whoever has given, very good. So option A, R for rubber latex, is the right answer. Okay. It is not R1. R1 they have given for the confusion. That is for the medical devices. Okay. Standards for the medical devices. Next question. Very good. R1 medical device. Very good, Prasanna. Next question is, the shell of soft gelatin capsule may be made elastic or plastic like. You know soft gelatin or the soft gelatin. The softness is given by sorbitol, povidone, propyl paraben or lactose. Yes, what should be the answer for this one? See, directly they have not given here that the use, like it is a plasticizer, but you know that plasticizers are nothing but they give the elasticity, they give the required flexibility, right? So in that, sorbitol is the right answer, right? Very good, Prasanna. So sorbitol is the right answer. Apart from sorbitol, can you name any other plasticizer? Povidone is not there. That is basically a polymer we are not using. Paraben, whenever paraben comes, that is nothing but the preservative. Lactose is a diluent which we will be using in case of tablet. Okay. And one more important thing, lactose is also used in case of where? Dry powder inhaler, right? Whenever dry powder inhaler will be there. So to avoid the agglomeration of the particles, there also we are using this lactose. Very good. Glycerin is there, sorbitol is there, propylene glycol, polyethylene glycol are there. These are the plasticizers. Very good. So option A, sorbitol, is the right answer. So you can see it is used as a plasticizer. Then these are the different, for example, antidusting, chewable and all. So these are the different ingredients. Next is government opium factory is located where? The locations are important. Okay, CDL and so on. So government opium factory is located at Ghazipur, Mumbai, Hyderabad or Kolkata. This is 𝘂𝙬𝙬 2022. See, these are very recent question, and when you see the previous year's question, you will find it little bit comparatively, I'm telling, comparatively easy as compared to your recent GPAT paper, right? Ghazipur, very good. Prasanna. Ghazipur is the right answer because remember, can you name one more location where government opium factory is located? Yeah, Ghazipur is there. One more is there. Can you tell me? Ghazipur, anyways, it is the right answer. Ghazipur and 𝙂𝙂𝙎. Okay, Ghazipur and 𝙂𝙎 is the right answer. Okay. Anyways, they will ask you anything. 𝙂𝙂𝙎, very good, Prasanna. So 𝙂𝙂𝙎 is the right answer. So Ghazipur and 𝙂𝙂𝙎, where the government opium factory is located. Next is, which of the following solvent system is used to determine the partition coefficient of the drug? When we talk about the partition coefficient of the drug, that means you have to test whether your drug is hydrophilic or whether your drug is lipophilic, right? So in that case, one solvent you are using will be aqueous, that is water. One solvent you have to use that will be lipophilic or non-aqueous solvent. Okay, so what is that we are using? Heptanol and water, octanol and ethanol, water and ethanol, water and octanol. Definitely, these are like miscible, water and ethanol. We are using water and octanol, right? Because water, it behaves as aqueous media. Octanol, we are using because it has more or less similar properties to our biological membrane, so it helps to identify the perfect partition coefficient. Okay, remember it is known as log p value. If it is less than 1, it is what? Hydro or lipophilic? It is hydrophilic. If it is more, then it is a lipophilic, right? Because if you see the ratio, it is constant. The NIPA JEE 2024. So see schedules and all, they are asking more, right? So schedule W, Y, X or V. I think with V, the question also came in GPAT 2025. So what should be the answer for this one? So what is W? W is for what? The generic one. Right? W is for what? Generic, right? Schedule Y. Y is for what? Y. Very good. Very good, Kanmani. Clinical trials, okay? It deals about clinical. Clinical is nothing but the humans. Non-clinical trials is something which is done before clinical or pre-clinical, sorry. So pre means animals, okay? X is what? Psychotropic substances, right? V is for what? Patent related. So we have remembered that if you get patent, you get the victory. So it is like this. V for victory. So V is for the patent. So option B, clinical trials, is the right answer. Okay, option B is the right answer. Very good. The next is, for determination of ionic concentration, which of the following equation is used? N number of times we have told students that big equation they try to remember, but sometimes only what is the theory behind that equation, they will ask you that, right? So here they are asking determination of ionic concentration. You know, BET equation, BET is for the surface area adsorption, and also definitely this is not there. Noyes-Whitney equation is for what? This is about the dissolution, right? Like fix is for the diffusion. This is for the dissolution. Gas equation is not there. So Henderson-Hasselbalch equation, right? Very good. D is the right answer. Lalit is telling A for what? Previous one. Okay. So D is the right answer. That is ionic concentration, depending upon how the ions are forming and what is their relative concentration, which is given by Henderson-Hasselbalch equation. Very good. Lalit also is given D. The next is, which of the following test is used for the determination of emulsion? Okay, that means any emulsion is given to you. See, once the emulsion is formed, you cannot identify it is by visual. Okay, it is O by W or W by O. So in that case, what test you will be doing? Option A is dye test. Option B is dilution test. Option C is conductivity test. Option D is all of this. See, dye test, basically all of this is the right answer. When it comes to dye test, we can use either water soluble dye, which is amaranth blue and all, and we can use oil soluble dye. Okay, so oil soluble dyes, can you tell me? So oil soluble, remember S. So these are the oil soluble. That means Sudan red and Sudan 3 and scarlet red. Right? So if it is O by W, then it will give oily globules. If you are using this dye, then we have the dilution test. Yes, if you add the internal phase, the emulsion will not get cracked. But if you add the external phase, the emulsion will crack. So dilution test you can do. Conductivity, for example, if it is O by W, because water is present in excess, then the bulb will glow. So that is the conductivity test. So all of these tests we can do to check the emulsion. Very good, 𝘿𝙄𝙎𝙎𝙄𝙊𝙄. D is the right answer basically for this one. Next question. See, this is 𝘂𝙂𝙎𝙎 2018 question. You can easily see. So amaranth and methylene blue, these are the water soluble. Sometimes they may ask you which of the following is water soluble and which of the following is oil soluble dye. So for that it is important. Okay. Amaranth and methylene blue, these are the water soluble dyes, and scarlet red and Sudan 3, these are the oil soluble dyes. Okay. Next is sera, vaccine, antigen, antitoxin, rabies. These research are performed in Central Research Institute located at where? And this is 2006-2012 𝘂𝙂𝙎𝙎 question. Option A is Kasoli, option B is Kolkata, option C is Delhi or Mumbai. Kasoli is the right answer. Very good. So the research of these things is carried out at Kasoli. So Kasoli is the right answer. Very good. And please, can you just, whenever you are mentioning this answers, just mention this number so that I can identify. Okay. So option A, anyways, Kasoli is the right answer. Very good. Lalit, Prasanna, right. Very good. The next question. The limit on iron content of soft gelatin. I think those who are those who are the class student, they will know that how many times we have seen the specification of gelatin, like the viscosity, like the bloom strength, and the iron content. These three are the important specification. So what is the limit? Iron is always present as a like a raw impurity which is present in the gelatin. So again they will ask you which of the following is present. Iron, lead, manganese, something they will give. Okay, so iron is always present, and the limit is how much? Very good, 12th A, 15 ppm is the limit. Okay, remember 15 ppm. Do not get confused. 1.5 or this. This is not there. This is not there. 15 ppm. Very simple trick. If anybody get like, when I used to prepare for the, now anyways I'm not preparing, but when I used to prepare, I used to get confused between the numbers. Wherever these numbers will come, directly you remember any roll number 15 in your class. I used to do that. Okay, see, in a class at least 100 students or 80, 70, whatever your strength is there, I used to remember, okay, 15 roll number, the iron content. You will never ever forget. I still remember who was the roll number 15. Okay, so remember in that way, try to correlate with your day-to-day life. Okay, so 15 ppm is the right answer. This anyways I have told you in the class also. So 15 ppm, and this is recent GPAT, 𝘂𝙂𝙎𝙎 2022 question. The next is, before that, as I told, three important specifications are there. In that you should know what is the unit also. For example, what is the unit of bloom strength? So 150 to 250 grams. Okay, because whenever you will do the test, you will check based on the weight. So weight of that particular thing, so that is a gram. It is 25 to 32, but it goes up to 45 also. 25 to 45 millipoise, and iron content is 15 ppm. There is no range for this one. Okay, 15 is the right answer. 15 ppm. What is the fluoride content ppm in toothpaste? Since the question came, what is the fluoride content? If you know, you can let me know. Otherwise, I think question will come. Very good, Kavita, Lalit, Kanmani, Prasanna. Very good. The drying method is used mostly for drying of SGC, soft gelatin capsule. This is 𝘂𝙎𝙎 2018 question. I love how the people are responding, because that gives the confidence also on the questions. It is not only about the watching. It is about, okay, this question is coming, because I think, I don't know you have solved or not, but when the question comes, how much things you can recall. Okay, so yeah, I'm very glad that many of you are recalling those things. IR, microwave. See, IR and microwave FPD, this we are not using for soft gelatin capsule, okay, because it contains certain amount of moisture content and all. So vacuum drying is generally preferred in case of soft gelatin capsule. So very good. 1 ppm 50 solid in toothpaste. Okay, we will see that, Lalit. Very good. Anyways, you have tried. D is the right answer. Vacuum drying. Ayansh, I think, trying to say V, that only. Next question. CDL, that is Central Drug Laboratory, is located at where? This is 𝙂𝙂𝙎𝙬 2022 question. New Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, or Kolkata? $1,000. Okay, yes. Anyways, so New Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, where? Very good. It is located at Kolkata. So it is not in New Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai. It is at Kolkata. Central Drug Laboratory. Okay, it is at Kolkata. Very good. CDL for testing of vaccine located at. This is 𝙂𝙂𝙎𝙬 again 2022. See how much important this labs and the location is. Where it is located? Guwahati, Kolkata, Dehradun, or Kasoli? D. How many of you are telling D? So we have seen it is about the D. Kasoli is the right answer. Very good. 15. I think Lalit has given already. Kavita, Roshni, Karthik. Very good. Welcome, Karthik. So Central Research Institute, Kasoli, we have seen. Now see here, two important things are there. Like if they ask, they have not mentioned, but see here, if you see, this is also Sera vaccine, this is also anti-Sera vaccine. You may get confused. But please remember, this is for the veterinary use. If they mention about veterinary use, then this is about the Izzatnagar Mukteshwar. Okay. So I think I have given the trick also to remember in this. If you were not, I don't know how many of you, but I will tell again. So if you get confused between these two things, then you remember one trick, that is Vim bar. I think everybody knows Vim bar. VIM. V for veterinary use, I for Izzatnagar, M for Mukteshwar. If you get confused, okay, because this is located in Kasoli and that is for the human use, okay. So Vim, simply you remember, V is for the veterinary use, which is located in Izzatnagar or Mukteshwar. Okay, so like that, I think it will be easy for you to remember. The next question. Glass not used in packaging of parenteral. See how easy. Sometimes I feel like these are the questions and literally students should get marks, and we hope that this question paper for this 25 will be like that only. So see here, not used. I think even at least once, if you have gone through the alternative names of this one, you can still let me know the answer for this one. So option is type 1 glass, which is not used. Okay, not used in the packaging of the parenterals. Type 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you know 16D, very good, because that itself is a non-parenteral. This is for the general purpose, non-parenteral one, right? So very good. Type 4 glass is the right answer. Very good, all of you. Type 4 is the right answer. Okay, so this table anyways is important, that you remember general purpose. And type 2 is water attack test. Rest of them are the powdered glass test. Okay, simple trick I have given for you in the class also, that H2O. If you get confused which of them is powdered glass test, simply remember, because that is a water attack test, right? So water, you remember, in water what is there? 2. So it is for the type 2. For rest of them, you are doing powdered glass test, okay? And this is water attack test. Water attack means entire container you are using, okay? Very good. Chalo, next. Central Drug Testing Laboratory is located at. Chennai, Pune, Hyderabad, New Delhi. 2 locations will be there, but you have to see the options what are given. Okay. So where it is located? Anybody? So very good. See, it is located in Chennai, not in Pune, Hyderabad or New Delhi. Thane is also there, but the option is about that Chennai. So definitely Chennai is the right answer. If you see here, Central Drug Testing Laboratory, Thane. Okay, it is also there. Here, testing of condoms, the function is there, but here intrauterine device and fallope rings will be there. Next is, which of the following surfactant act as a detergent present in the baby shampoo? They are asking present. They are not asking which of the following is avoided. Which of the following is presented? What is 134 now? Room number PG. I did not get Lalit. If you got any trick, you can let us know. Okay. Option is twin, cationic surfactant, amphoteric imidazole derivative, or SLS. See, first of all, SLS is not there. In fact, not only in the baby shampoo, normal shampoos also they are promoting that this is paraben free and sulfate free. So definitely it is not there present in the baby shampoos, right? Twins and the cationic surfactant also they are strong for the babies, right? So they cannot be used. Remaining is your amphoteric without any like charge is balanced and imidazole derivative. So generally option C, 18C, Lalit, Prasanna. Very good. So option C is the right answer. Okay, very good all of you. Option C is the right answer, right? Very good. So these are used. The question was which is used. Which is not present means that is SLS. Okay, that is sodium lauryl sulfate. 134 PG room number means powdered glass. PG का रूम नंबर है 134. ये ट्रिक wait. Oh, I got now. So whatever I have given that also you can remember. But what Lalit is telling is, okay, Lalit has typed in Hindi, but most of them are English, so I'm telling it in English. So what Lalit is telling, Lalit, please correct me if I'm wrong, okay? But this is what I have understood. So Lalit is telling that you remember 134 PG. Okay, so I think PG everybody knows. PG for us it is not your like PG where you live. That is not PG. PG here is powdered glass and 1, 3, 4. Type 1, type 3 and type 4. Correct me if I'm not wrong. If I'm wrong, okay. So this is the trick by Lalit. Very good. Like that you can remember. Anyways. So which of the following is not used as a preservative in parenteral formulation? Which of the following is not used? See, not is small here, but please remember, okay, it is not used and this is 𝙂𝙂𝙎𝑗 2024 question. Okay, can you tell me what should be there not used? Not used as a preservative. Benzyl alcohol. Forget about the parenteral one first of all. Even if you see the question here, benzyl alcohol definitely it is there. Methyl parabens it is there. Propyl paraben it is there. Sodium chloride is not there. Okay, that sodium chloride we are adding when our mother is preparing some pickles and all. Because if you add more salt, it will act as preservative. But we are not using for the parenteral purpose, right? So, anyways, option C is the right answer. Methyl paraben generally it is being used. Can you tell me the ratio? In what ratio they are being using? Okay, so in what ratio they are using? Propyl is to methyl, that is 1 is to 4. Very simple trick. They will give you option 1 is to 1, 1 is to 2, 1 is to 3, 1 is to 4. But you will get confused which one is 1 part, which one is 4 parts. Simple trick. How many lines this M is having? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 parts of methyl. That's it. 4 is to 1. But what is 4? What is 1? For that I have given this trick. Okay. Anyways, chalo. Next question. You guys are very, very intelligent. You know everything. Okay. Anyways, this is given the concentration and all. And these are all the things which we are using. Okay. Drug Efficacy Amendment is a 1962 amendment to the Federal Food, Drug and Cosmetic Act 1938 and it is known as what? This is 𝙂𝙂𝙎𝙬 2018 question. Kiefer-Harris Amendment, Bill of Rights Amendments, Pharmacy Act Amendments, both A and C. So what do you guys think? What should be the right answer for this one? So very good, 𝙂𝙋𝙬𝙎 amendment is the right answer. That is for the drug efficacy amendment. So it introduced a requirement for drug manufacturer to provide proof of the effectiveness and safety of their drugs before approval, and required drug advertising to disclose accurate information about the side effects. So basically, you have to give the proof that it is effective, because in the question itself, it was about the efficacy, right? The testing of efficacy. Efficacy, safety, potency, I think everybody knows. Efficacy means what? How effective your drug is in treating that particular disease, right? So that is the right answer. Very good. Next question. First DPCO was enacted. DPCO is Drug Price Control Order. Was enacted in which year? This is 𝙂𝙂𝙎𝙬𝙐 2018 question. What is the right answer? 1970, 1980, 82 or 1942? Lalit is telling option A. Very good. So option A is the right answer. Option A, 1970 is the right answer. The first DPCO, that is 𝙂𝙂𝙎𝙬𝙐 2018 question. Okay. 21A is the right answer. Bulking agent used in freeze dried product. Okay. So whenever we are using any freeze drying, what is the one thing we are adding? KCl, NaCl, acacia or mannitol? What is the one thing we are adding? So we are adding mannitol. That is the right answer. Very good. So apart from mannitol, we have sorbitol and so on. That is the agent we are using in case of freeze dried product. Okay. So this is 𝙂𝙂𝙎𝙬𝙐 2022 question. Mannitol. Very good, Prasanna. That is the right answer. So remember, apart from that, we are using like glycerin is there, lactose is there, mannitol is there, sorbitol is there, and sodium chloride is not used. The question was there. So both can be there actually, NaCl and mannitol. Act as a bulking agent or tonicity. Next question is, see, even if you get the question where two answers you think is wrong, from GPAT you can identify that, you can claim those questions also. So that basically happens in GPAT. Okay. So very good. Now I think this everybody knows. Amount to be used of 60% ethanol and 20% ethanol to make 350 ml of 40%. That means you have two such concentrations, which is higher and lower concentration. In between concentration, you have to prepare. You can solve this if you have pen with you. So you have to prepare the solution of 40%, and the total solution that you have to prepare is 350 ml. So what do you think? What should be the right answer? So basically we will solve this. I'm also solving. You can also solve side by side and let me know. Okay. So basically this is based on the allegation method. Okay. So in that allegation method, what we are doing is, so you first write it down the higher concentration. I'm writing here. So that is 60. And what is there? The another one is 20%. What you want to prepare, you have to write it down in the center. That is 40. So here you will write it down 40. Okay. Then just do minus diagonally. Diagonally you have to do the minus. Anybody who gets the answer, let me know. Okay. Then 60 minus 40 is 20 and 40 minus 20 is 20. Okay. That means 20 parts of this one and 20 parts of this one. Now one thing from here, it is clear that you will take equal amount of 60% solution and you will take equal amount of 20% solution. At least this is clear, because here 20-20 you got, right? So in that case, you see the options where you are getting two same amount. So if you see option 1, 175, 175. Yes, here it is there. Option B is 150, 200. 200, 150, 225, 125. No. I hope everybody got. I will tell you how to solve also. Your space is not there, so I'll tell you here. So anyways, option A is the right answer. So basically you will write here 60, 40. In between you write it down 20. Do the diagonal subtraction. So here you will get 20, here you will get 20. Now total how many parts are there? 20 plus 20, 40 parts are there, right? Out of this 40 parts, 20 parts of 60% and 20 parts of 40%, right? Out of this 40 parts, 20 parts of 6%, right? How much you have to prepare? 350 ml, right? So for 350, how much it will come? Like that you have to calculate, okay? So you will get 175, right? And since both are equal, 175, 175. So your option is A, very good. I think Prasanna got. So that's how you calculate 175 ml, 175, okay? Let them give you any value for the alligation method. This is not for this. They will give you any concentration, they will give you any HLB value or anything. So if you see higher value is given, lower value is given, and you have been asked the center value, then you can use the alligation method, okay? So very good. I think everybody has got this. 23. A is the right answer. Next is government regulatory agency that controls the prices of pharmaceutical drugs in India. Option A is CDSCO, option B is IND, option B is NABL, that is about the biological laboratory, and option B is NPPA. So basically NPPA you should know, National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority, okay? If you know the full form you can easily identify. So P stands for Pricing Authority, so option D, National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority, because they will only control about the prices, right? And this is 𝙂𝙂𝙎𝙬 2015th question. Very good. D is the right answer. Very good, Prasanna, Lalit, Karthik, very good. I hope allegation method you have understood, right? Because I have not seen anybody answering that one, but still. But please remember, allegation method is like very, what we say, a basic that you can apply anywhere. It is like potato, which goes with most of the curries. Allegation method is one formula which goes with most of the calculation. You can solve most of the calculations. Next is, what does 𝐼CH-Q8 primarily focus on? Stability testing of new drug substance, pharmaceutical development, QRM, or good manufacturing practices. Okay, so we know that stability testing is what, the very first one. Okay, as I told you, new drug substance. So that is about the Q1. Q2 is same, but instead of stability, it is photostability. Next is pharmaceutical development. Actually, pharmaceutical development is Q8. Quality risk management is Q9, and this is Q7. So I will tell you for this good manufacturing practices. So how I have remembered, I think this I have told in the class also, but those who have not attended, for them I am telling. Okay. So 7. Once you see this 7 number, what does it strikes? Again, as I have told you, you can remember anybody's roll number which is there in your class. So just remember, he is a good person, good man, right? He is a good man. Here it is there, no? But what I have remembered is, whenever I see 7 number, it is like everybody knows that it is Dhoni's number, right? I think everybody knows him. So, and his jersey number is also quite famous, right? 7. So whenever I have seen this 7 number, when I was like giving exam and preparation, so in my mind I have striked, okay, 7, he is a good man, he is good captain also, right? So I have remembered in that way, he's a good person, he's a good man. So Q7 is for the good manufacturing practices. Okay, 9 I have remembered as a roll number, that he or she is taking a risk, so quality risk management. Okay, or he has a good quality to manage the risk, something like that. Okay, so you can remember your way. Yeah, Karthik, very good. So that's what I'm telling. That MSD, even if you like him or not, I'm not telling that, but he is a good person. Remember, from the jersey number. Because these are very easy tricks, you will never forget. Okay. So what was our question? Q8. Sorry, Q8 is pharmaceutical development. Next is Indian Pharmacopoeia is published by 𝙂𝙂𝙎𝙬 2006 question. It is published by whom? Pharmacopoeia Commission of India, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, MHRD, State Health Department. So yes, it is published by Pharmacopoeia Commission of India. Very good. That is the right answer. Basically, option A. Option A is the right answer. Very good, all of you. And the first chairman, it started in the chairmanship of Colonel R.N. Chopra and published Dr. B.N. Ghosha, right? I have given the trick also to remember all the chairmen. Good morning, Nityanand, Dr. Ghulam Nabi Azad provide motivation. So Mansukh Mandviya is the chairman of the recent one. So I'll not tell now, but remember, okay? Next is sparingly soluble means the drug is soluble in how many parts? 10 to 1 to 10, 10 to 30, 30 to 100 or 100 to 1000. 1 to 10 is freely soluble, right? 1 to 10 when we say, that is about the freely soluble one, right? Then 10 to 30 comes your soluble. And sparingly soluble is 30 to 100. And slightly soluble is 100 to 1000, right? So option C, 30 to 100 is the right answer. Very good. Please remember, these parts are there. 𝘖𝙂 GWE. See, consecutive years, 2006, 7 they have asked. Next question. Deliquescent substance is, what is deliquescent substance? 27C is the right answer. Deliquescent substance, that is 𝘖𝙂 GWE 2022 question. Release water, hydrolyzed in presence of water, absorb the gases or absorb water. See, it will not release water. First of all, we are not talking. Deliquescent means it has the ability to absorb the moisture, right? And it will become liquid. So it is known as deliquescent. Hydrolyzed in presence of water, no. Absorb gases, why it will absorb any gases? And water. So definitely option D is the right answer. Very good. Hey, it will not release. Lalit, see how it will release. It will not release. For example, camphor, menthol, when they are mixed together, anyways, that is a different point, that their melting point is decreased, but because of mixing together. So something which is deliquescent means they have the tendency that it is absorbing. You see that hygroscopicity, okay? So it is slightly hygroscopic, very hygroscopic, and then comes deliquescent. Slightly hygroscopic and moderately hygroscopic, they are absorbing little moisture, 2 to 0.2 to 2%, 2 to 15%, more than 15%. And if any substance is absorbing moisture sufficiently enough that it becomes liquid, then it is known as deliquescent. Okay, so there are stages, hygroscopic and all. Yes, very good, Prasanna, that they absorb, not absorb, basically absorb so that it will become liquid. Okay, please remember, for this confusion only they have given it in option 1. Next question is, this I was talking about. Here it is given. See, slightly hygroscopic we call when the increase in weight is more than 0.2% but less than 2%. Okay, so to check this one, you will keep it at 25 degrees Celsius and then check the moisture content. How much is the increase in the weight before and after? Hygroscopic means if increase in weight is more than 0.2% but less than 15%. Very hygroscopic means more than 15%, and deliquescent means it will absorb the moisture sufficiently enough so that it will become liquid. Okay. Which organization publishes the European Pharmacopoeia? Which organization? Very good, Lalit. Efflorescent is that one. Yes. Efflorescent will release. That is there. Okay, what was the question? Which organization published the European Pharmacopoeia? Very good. Sorry, you tell the answer. I have not seen. 29C, Council of Europe is the right answer. Very good. Not B, it is C. Somebody has mentioned C. Where is the? Why are you deleting? It is the right. No, no, no. It is publication of the European Pharmacopoeia. It is not who is looking. It is Council of Europe is the right answer. Somebody has given the right answer and then they have deleted the comment. I don't know why. C is the right answer. B is not there. I thought only that. Okay. Anyways, rectify that. Okay. Difference between this, that is water for injection, sterile water for injection. NIPER JEE 2018 question. In the name itself, it is there, water for injection, sterile water for injection. So definitely sterility is the right answer. It is not about bacteriostatic particle size, anyways it will not be there, right? So sterility is the right answer. Option A is the right answer. Very good. Next is ANDA application is for, you know, there is a NDA. NDA means whenever a new drug is there in the market, right? And 30A is the right answer. ANDA is the abbreviated new drug. That means basically whenever you are applying for the generic one, you go for the ANDA. That is known as abbreviated new drug application. So here it is approval. That's fine. B, option B, very good. Prasanna, Lalit, Tanuja, very good. So option B is the right answer. Next is the order of solubility of different forms of drug. First of all, tell me amorphous form will have most solubility. They are asking of solubility. Huh? If it comes stability, it will be entirely opposite. Very important to read the question carefully. Now I think you can see the options. Can you tell me which of the following is the right answer? D is the right answer. Very good. Because amorphous, that is having least stability. Okay, so that will have more solubility. It has easy tendency to form the bond with the aqueous form. And metastable and stable. Stable means it is like they are already stable. They don't have interest to form bond with any other molecules. So that will have least kind of solubility. Okay. If they ask you about stability, it will be entirely opposite. It will be like this. This is stable form, then metastable, and then amorphous. Amorphous, least stable. Okay. Very good. This is NIPER JEE 2019 question. I hope you are getting at least whatever your confidence was there earlier, at least little bit more after seeing the previous year's question paper. We literally hope that this year also the question paper will be as expected. Okay, next is medical device imported into a country must typically comply with regulations which are set by. This is NIPER JEE 2024 question. Basically, they are asking who looks into this matter of medical device. Option A is World Health Organization. Option B is Food and Drug Administration. Option C is International Organization for Standardization and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Crystal stable, high melting point, energy, amorphous, less stable, more stability. Very good, Lalit. Lalit has typed correctly. Okay, so FDA is the right answer. Basically, FDA will look into this matter of the anything which is imported into the country. So there are certain regulations which are set by the FDA. So that is NIPER JEE 2024. Okay. The next is the moisture content of capsule shell is determined by. Even if they don't ask about the capsule shell, IR is for moisture content or what? No, right? It is about the functional group. It tells you about the functional group. WHO is not there, Lalit. It is about the FDA. Okay. Solvent distillation method, yes, because that is tells you about the moisture content. Ecogel is not there. 𝘿𝙂𝙎 is not there. This is for the solid dosage forms. So basically, that is the right answer. Solvent distillation method. B is the right answer. Very good. Remember the moisture content present in the capsule. If we talk about the empty, that is 12 to 15%. Hard gelatin, that means it is a filled one, 13 to 16%. Soft gelatin, it is 6 to 10%. Because if more content is present in soft gelatin, in that plasticizers are also present, which may make it tacky. So remember, for the soft gelatin, it is little bit less as compared to hard gelatin. Creaming is dash process. NIPER JEE 2023 question. Creaming. I hope you understood from where this came. Creaming is nothing but it came from the emulsion. Where any instability occurs in the emulsion, the creaming is there. It is a reversible, irreversible, or the downward process. They are telling D, but it can be D also, actually given as C, given as A, but it is upward creaming also, downward creaming also, right? So, anyway, so yeah, I agree that option D will be there because there is upward creaming, there is a downward creaming also. On basic, that is based upon the type of emulsion and that is based upon the relative density of oil and water, so upward or downward creaming. So yeah, I agree that it will be both actually, and it is a reversible. Can you tell me which instability is irreversible then? Yeah, I agree, present. I'm telling that only. It will be both actually. Yeah, both A and C. Yeah. Can you tell me which one is the irreversible one? Okay, that is the question that I have asked. Okay, fine. Listen. Explotab is the brand name. This is NIPER JEE 2021 question. So many times the question already came and you have to look into this one, like once they ask about the 𝘎𝙂𝙬, which is microcrystalline cellulose. So what is Explotab? Coalescence? No. Very good. Very good, Divela. Cracking or breaking is irreversible. Cracking or breaking of the suspension, no matter what you do, it will never come back to its original form. I think the question is there, that also. Okay. Lactose, CMC starch, sodium starch, glycolate. So yeah, SSG is the right answer. That is the Explotab. Okay. So SSG is your super disintegrant. What is SSG? Super disintegrant. In case of your tablet, it basically it facilitates the breakup of the tablet. Yeah, right. Very good. So see, I don't know, see for what you have given. It is sodium starch glycolate. Explotab, Explotab. Sodium starch glycolate, Explotab, or Primogel is also there. These are the modified starch. But here it is given. Now why you are going only for the starch? Here it is given sodium starch glycolate. So you don't only see for the starch, okay? It is not. See, starch is different. Explotab is specifically made for sodium starch glycolate. See, 𝘎𝙂𝙬𝙬 is for microcrystalline cellulose. You cannot say 𝘎𝙂𝙬𝙬 is for the cellulose. Cellulose will have different brand name. They have made specifically microcrystalline cellulose. So that is 𝘎𝙂𝙬𝙬, okay? You cannot say that, okay, this is starch only, so C and D will be the right answer, okay? So please remember that. Name of agency which approves the medical devices. So just now we have seen which is related to that only. I hope everybody understood this one. Rahul, how it will be? Just now I told, no? See, the import of medical devices and all, we have seen what? Just now we have seen that is related to what? That is related to FDA, right? So it is FDA, not the CDSCO. They didn't specifically mention about the country, right? So FDA is the right answer, whether it is your normal drug, whether it is your medical devices. Okay, please remember that. Now, Drug Controller General of India, DCGI is, who is DCGI? This is NIPER JEE 2020 question, the year when I gave. So, 𝑉𝐺 Somni, V. Suresh, Dr. E, Dr. S. Ishwara Reddy, Dr. PBN Prasad. So, 𝑉𝐺 Somni is the right answer. He was appointed in the year 2019. He was appointed in the year 2019, Dr. 𝑉𝐺 Somni. So, basically, A option is the right answer. Okay, very good. It's absolutely fine even if you get confused now, okay? Because this is for the practice only, right? So definitely you will understand how, because just now in the previous question you have remembered that, okay, anything which is important, medical devices, it is with the approval of FDA. So definitely here the answer has to be FDA. So here it is right answer, 𝑉𝐺 Somni. Next question. Which of the following country related to TGA agency, therapeutic goods? Yeah, tell me Australia, Japan, UK or USA. First of all, tell me Japan is what? Pharmaceutical PMDA basically. right? I think everybody knows about this. Japan is about the PMDA. USA, I think everybody knows that is about the FDA. What is about the UK? Medicine and Healthcare Product Regulatory Agencies, right? So what is there? TGA. So Australia is the right answer basically. USA is FDA only. So regulatory agencies are important. So here you can see USA is FDA, UK is Medicine and Healthcare Product Agency, Regulatory Agency. Australia is TGA, India is DPCO, Japan is Pharmaceutical and Medical Device Agency. Okay. Okay, very good, all of you. Next question is, see if you see the recent question, very easy they are asking. The next is evaporation is inversely proportional to atmospheric pressure and it is dash proportional to surface area. So what do you think? Evaporation, I think everybody knows. So if they talk about the surface area, higher the surface area, all the process will be higher. Whether it is your evaporation, whether it is your filtration, whether it is your drying, any process, even solubility, dissolution, and anything, it will be directly proportional, right? It will not be inversely proportional. It will not be equal proportional to surface area. It is directly proportional. Higher the surface area. Similarly, whenever you are drinking tea in cup, it will take more time. When you pour it, it will take lesser time because the surface area is higher. Okay. So evaporation is directly proportional. Very good. B is the right answer. Okay. Vijay, Somnath, very good. Sonali, Divela, very good. Next question. Which of the following modes of heat transfer does not require a medium? Medium means any surface. What do you think? Which of the following is not required? Conduction, convection, radiation, all of this. No, come on. Not required, Nare, not. Read the question. C is the right answer. Very good, Rahul, Rakhi, Vijay, Somnath, very good. See, conduction means what? Whenever you are heating the vessel, whatever the heat is there, that is transferring through the vessel. So here it is required. Convection means what? Inside water medium is there. There also it requires contact. But radiation means something which is coming from the sun towards the earth. So that is a radiation. Okay. So radiation will not require any kind of medium. It will pass through air also. So basically radiations. Okay. Radiation is the right answer. I hope Prasanna you understood. 41A is not there. Sonali is the right. Okay, Sonali right answer. Very good. Okay. Next is water heating primarily occurs. Again, NIPER JEE 2024 question. Water heating primarily occurs by which mechanism? So just now I told water heating occurs by which mechanism? Conduction, convection, radiation, sublimation. See, basically in water heating, both conduction and convection happens because conduction means when the vessel is getting heat, right? But here they are asking specifically for the water molecules, then that is a convection. That means convection means what? The water molecules will take up the heat, it will go upside. It will take heat, it will go upside like that. Okay, so that is a convection. So option B, convection is the right answer. Very good, Sonali, Somnath, Rahul, Sai or Sai, I don't know, Sivani. Sivani is telling A for what? I think those who are telling A, you have understood this. Bancroft rule. So many times I told you, what is Bancroft rule? Determines the stability of suspension, emulsion, solutions or elixirs. So Bancroft rule where we have seen. So emulsion is the right answer. Very good. So basically Bancroft rule tells you that whatever your surfactant is soluble in, it will form the external phase. For example, twins. Twins are soluble in water. So they are generally suitable for O by W emulsion. Spans are soluble in what? They are oil soluble. So they forms W by O emulsion, in which your surfactant is soluble, that forms the external phase. And that tells you about the stability of emulsion. So B is the right answer. Very good. From where these reactions are coming? Anyways. Okay, fine. Very good. So this is 𝙂𝙂𝙎𝙬 2019 question. Next is heat transfer by conduction. Last year many questions came, right? This is 𝙂𝙂𝙎𝙬 2024. Heat transfer by conduction primarily occurs through, just how I told, when the vessel is in contact with the source, right? So movement of fluid particles will be your convection, not your conduction, right? Transfer of electromagnetic waves, that is radiation. This is convection. This is radiation. Direct contact between molecules, evaporation. Evaporation anyway is not there, so it will be direct contact between molecules. So option C is the right answer. Very good, Vijay, Somnath, Sai, Dimple. Very good. Next question is, attrition is a disadvantage primarily associated with which type of dryer? See, attrition, when attrition happens, attrition is nothing but friction. When friction will happen? When there is a movement in the process. And when there is a movement, first of all, see, tray drying, is there any movement in tray drying? No, just you pour the, whatever the materials is there, and it is like a shelf. And you keep that tray inside. There is no point of attrition. Vacuum also same, right? You will apply vacuum, it is like a shelf only. Spray drying, again spray drying is not there. So it is fluidized bed dryer. If you know if anybody has seen, then that is nothing but fluidized bed dryer, right? Because there the movement of the particles will happen, right? So that is fluidized bed dryer. So option A anyways is the right answer. This is GPAT 2024 question. Next is the process of transferring a substance from a solid state directly to a gas state. So what is the process known as? And this process they are using in case of your freeze drying, where ice is directly getting converted into vapors. So that is sublimation. Option A, sublimation is the right answer. There is no deposition, vaporization, melting. So option A, sublimation is the right answer. Okay, very good. Arey Vijay, wait. Why are you in hurry? Where you have to go? If I don't explain, you know the answer. Others, let them answer. Let them answer. It's okay. Nothing. I am going to complete 100. It is not like, okay, 10 o'clock done time. I am not going to do that. 100 question till 10 o'clock, 100 question I will take. We have seen the question where we have to give more time and where we have to see that, okay, this is easy one. Okay. Give some time. Give time for others also to answer. I have to read also the comments which are coming A, B, C, D and all. Okay, complete separation of two phases of emulsion is known as, just now we have seen, when it is a complete separation, what happens? And this is what you call it as the process is irreversible, right? We have discussed cracking slash breaking also, you remember. Okay. Now you are telling phase. Just in a hurry. How it will be A, just now we have discussed. That is the reason the explanation for the question is important. You were there for the previous question or not? We have already discussed. Complete separation. It is not phase inversion. What they are telling? Complete separation. Read the question carefully. Don't be in a hurry. Complete separation, because you are reading only the separation word, which is not the right answer. Okay. When there is a complete separation, they mean that it cannot be reversed back, and that is nothing but cracking, or you can say breaking also. Okay. So that is nothing but breaking of emulsion. So option C is the right answer. Very good, Sai, Rahul. Vaishnavi is the right answer. And Dimple, I think you got why it is not A. Next is 𝙂𝙋𝘼𝙎 equation is related to. Now everybody knows about this. So this is about the filtration. So it tells you the relation between the pressure, flow rate, radius of the capillary filter bed, all right. So option B is the right answer. Very good. So option B is the right answer for 𝙂𝙂𝙎𝙬 2023 question. Next is free drying is based on, just now I told, freeze drying means ice is getting converted directly to the vapor without getting converted into liquid. So that is nothing but sublimation. So option A, sublimation, is the right answer. The next question. Tray dryer is not used for which of the following process or compound? Tablet granulation, chemical drying, milk product, or crude draw? So basically tray dryer we are not using for milk products. Instead of that, drum dryer and rollers we are using. We are not using drum, film or roller we are using. We are not using tray dryers, okay? Yeah, very good. Next. High boiling point, non-volatile substance can be separated by which distillation? So distillation is a process of separating of liquid. In which distillation we are using? So when it is a high boiling, we have to reduce it. That means we have to evaporate at a lesser boiling point, right? And that can be happened by application of certain kind of vacuum which will reduce the boiling point of that particular liquid. So vacuum distillation will be the correct procedure for that one. Very good. Which of the following is a natural emulsifying agent? Naturally occurring is one that we know, acacia. Gelatin is also there, but that is not the emulsifying. That is only naturally occurring substance. So acacia is the right answer. This is 𝙂𝙂𝙎𝙬 2007. Next is direct measurement of flow properties of fluid can be performed by flow properties. So that is about the, they're asking about the equipment. So how venture, pitot or orifice will be there. So that is a rotameter, right? So rotameter is the right answer. I think everybody got rotameter is the right answer. This is also known as area meter, okay? Volume occupied by the balls in ball mill. So in the ball mill we are using stainless steel balls or something. So how much should be the volume that minimum should be there so that the proper size reduction will happen? 20%, 45%, 35 or 30 to 50. Nearly half you remember. So it is 30 to 50% of the meal. Remaining volume will be your substance which has to be done size reduction. Okay. C is not there. Vijay, C is not there. Yeah, B was the right for the first. Now for this question, D is the right one. So D is the right answer. Very good. Ball mill, the variant is hard hinge mill. Ball is hard. Previously also I told. If they ask you about the variant. Okay. Next is salting out for supersaturation occur in which type of crystallizer? So this is 𝙂𝙂𝙎𝙬 2019 question. So where it occurs? So basically it is supersaturation which happens in crystallizer also, continuous and batch type. So there are chances that in all of them it can happen. So all of this is the right answer. Next is GMP were first formulated by, and this is the 𝙂𝙂𝙎𝙬 2021 question. So GMP it is first formulated, that is good manufacturing practices. It is formulated by UNESCO, WHO, WIPO or WTO. WHO is the right answer. Very good. So option B is the right answer. WHO, the first one. Next is which statement is true for the flocculated suspension? Flocculated means, you know, flocculated is nothing but it will form loose aggregates between 3-4 molecules. So particles are present as individual entities? No. That is present in deflocculated. Sedimentation rate is lower? No. Because 3-4 molecules are together, definitely higher it will have. So it is not lower. This is lower in case of deflocculated. It forms hard cake? No. It forms loose cake. and high sedimentation volume. Yes, it has the high sedimentation volume because sedimentation rate is also higher. So definitely option D is the right answer. See, this is 𝙂𝙂𝙎𝙬 2022 question. Regulation of pharmacy profession in India is done by, this is 𝙂𝙂𝙎𝙬 2016. Ministry of Health and Education, DTAP, that is an MCI or Medical Council of India, or PCI. I think this everybody knows, especially when the stipend was not releasing. At that time we were telling to PCI only, right? The stipends now they are released by PCI. So anyways, PCI is the right answer, that is Pharmacy Council of India. Chalo, very good. Who is the current chairman of PCI? PCI is the right answer, very good. The next is, which of the following is the correct 𝙂𝙂𝙎𝙬 2019? Stannous fluoride is anti-carriage agent while calcium pyrophosphate is dentifrice. Stannous fluoride is dentifrice and calcium pyrophosphates are anti-carriage agent. Option C is both A and B. What do you think? Prasanna right, Montu Kumar Patel is the right answer for the previous president of PCI, not chairman, president. Okay, next. This you did. So basically stannous fluoride option is the right answer. Very good. It is anti-carriage and calcium pyrophosphate is dentifrice. Okay. So these are the ingredients which are present in toothpaste. Next, Oswald ripening is related with which liquid dosage form? 𝙂𝙂𝙎𝙬 6, 7 and 2019. Suspension, emulsion, both A and B, or syrup. So we know that Oswald ripening is nothing but the instability which occurs after a certain period of time in the suspension, because the particles are present in suspension over which the other particle forms. So suspension option is the right answer because it contains insoluble particles. Okay, so option A, very good. That is the right answer. Next question. Roller mill works on the principle of, roller mill I think everybody knows. So the material will come here and the size reduction happen. And because the materials are coming in between two rollers, we call it as it is getting compacted, it is getting compressed. So it is based on the principle of compression. Impact and attrition is for the ball mill. Okay. So option A, compression, is the right answer. It is not compaction. The material is being getting compressed. So it is a compression. So roller mill is the right answer. Very good. Lyophilization is also referred as, and this is 𝙂𝙂𝙎𝙬 2015 question. Lyophilization is nothing but sublimation of water. Yes, as I said, ice. It is a freeze drying, right? So whatever the moisture is there, that will first get converted into water and then it will evaporate. Freeze drying, yes, it is a freeze drying. Drying with low temperature, yes. So definitely all of this is the right answer in case of lyophilization. The disadvantage is that it takes so much of time. Next is drying is rapid. Drying is rapid in case of 𝙂𝙂𝙎𝙬 2015. For the initial question, Rahul, Prasanna, very good. Drying is rapid with increasing temperature. Wait, do not directly tick the answer. Read the next question. Decreasing temperature and increasing surface area, no. Increasing in both surface area and temperature. So definitely this has to be right answer, right? First of all, it is not decrease. So definitely option B and D will not be there. Option C, both surface area and temperature, is the right answer. Okay. Option C is the right answer. The next question, particle size of camphor can be reduced by compression, pulverization, by intervention technique, by the use of colloidal mill, by the use of cutter mill. What do you think? So see, compression and this colloidal mill we are not using. Colloidal mill is for the suspension, the liquids one. Compression, if you do camphor, it is there, right? So it is a pulverization by intervention technique. That is the right answer. So flocculated suspension shows which type of flow? Flocculated suspension shows which type of flow? Plastic, pseudoplastic, Newtonian, dilute. First of all, flocculated suspension, it is a concentrated one basically, and it is having more aggregation. So definitely it will not be Newtonian because that is for the simple liquids. So it shows the plastic type of flow. Okay, flocculated suspension, plastic. 9 for GW 2017 question. Next is levitation is used for, it is a size reduction process only. Okay, it is not a freeze drying. Levitation, pulverization, these methods are for size reduction. 9 for GW 2008 question. Improve the shelf life. It is not about the improving shelf life. Usually decrease the bioavailability. No. If size reduction is happening, it should increase, right? So it is a particle size reduction in suspension. That is a wet grinding. So that is nothing but the levitation. Okay. Very good. Chalo, next. Option D is the right answer. Prasanna, very good. D is the right answer. Next question. Colloidal meal, just now I told. Colloidal meal is used for what? Size reduction of liposome, preparation of lipstick, breaking agglomeration in suspension, breaking of slug in dry granulation. Just now I have given the example where it has been used. So breaking of slug in dry, it is not about colloidal meal. When it comes colloidal meal, that is about the suspension, as I told, and it is used in the preparation of suspension. So breaking whatever the agglomeration is there, that is been used. Okay. C is not there, Prasanna. Just now I told colloidal meal is for the suspension, not for the liposomes. Liposomes you cannot use colloidal meal. You have to use the more advanced technique for the size reduction because size is very less for liposomes. Okay. So breaking agglomeration in suspension, so that is by colloidal meal. Okay, remember colloidal meal. In the class also I told many times, you should know what are the equipment specifically used for these types of dosage forms, suspension, emulsion, so on. Okay. Anyways, particle size obtained after fluid milling is 15 to 30 micron, 1 to 30, 1 to 300, 2 to 10. So basically the size which is obtained per consecutive years are there, 2006 and 7. So that is 1 to 30 micron. It is absolutely okay even if you do mistakes. That's what I am telling, that you have to learn from the mistakes. Okay, that's fine. But that is the reason you have to see where you are going wrong. Okay, it's fine. Chalo. Indiffusible solid among the following is light kaolin, magnesium oxide, magnesium carbonate, or chalk powder. So basically all this option B, C, D, they are diffusible, and option A is chalk powder is the right answer. So these are the indiffusible and diffusible. Next is fractional distillation method is used to separate the following. When we are using fractional distillation, emulsion, azeotropic mixture, acetone suspension. Have you seen any time this emulsion suspension can be separated by distillation? No, right? So option C, acetone is the right answer whenever you want to separate. So option C is the right answer, that is acetone. It is used for the separation of miscible liquids such as acetone and water, chloroform and benzene, so on. Okay. So basically they should have difference in their boiling point so that you can separate, right? Even if it is miscible. The dose for children can be calculated on the basis of body weight. N number of times I have told you. Sometimes they will ask only on formula that this is based on age in months, this is based on body weight, like that. Okay. Young's rule or Dilling's rule, it is not there. It is about the age, right? So Clark's formula is there. One which is based upon body weight, one which is based on body weight in kg and in pounds. Okay. If it is in kg, divide by 70 into adult dose. If it is in pound, divide by 150 into adult dose. Okay. So definitely option D, Clark's, is the right answer. Hey, what is the answer? Where you are? So option D, I think everybody knows Clark's is the right answer. So if it is given in kg, weight of child in kg divided by 70 into adult dose. If it is in pounds, weight of child in pounds divided by 150 into adult dose. Very good, Prasanna. Next is anionic flocculating agent is Guargum, HPMC, PVC, tragacanth. Tragacanth is anionic, that means negatively charged. Okay, negatively charged is there, so that is about the tragacanth. Here it is there, anionic. Non-ionic guargum and bean gum. Anionic xanthan, carrageenan, acacia and tragacanth. These are the thickening agents. Okay, non-ionic is PVP, povidone. Okay, very good, Vijay. D was the right answer. Next, what is fried formula? If you remember, I have told you fried formula means, fried means what you remember as a fried things, any of the oily things. So that you have to eat once in a month. So this is the only formula where age is given in months. If you see, here it is given, here nothing is given. Age divided by 12. So pediatric dose, that is not there. Child dose is equal to age of child in months divided by 150. So yes, age of child in months divided by 150 is the right answer. So option B is the right answer. Very good, Vijay. So B is the right answer because that is the only formula where age is given in months. And as I told you, age in months, it is in the Friday's formula. Aerosil is Sniper JW 2017. Very simple question sometimes comes. Tablet ingredients, capsule and so on, right? Fried rice 150. Like that also you can remember. 150 rupees for fried rice. Silicon dioxide is the right answer. So wherever Capsule, aerosil, so on will come, that is nothing but silicon dioxide that act as glidant. What is the role? Glidant. Okay. Magnesium stearate is your lubricant. So this is not there. Talc, magnesium oxide is not there. Silicon dioxide is the right answer. That is. So very good, option A is the right answer. Ball mill works on the principle, and this is NIPER JW 2018 question. So NIPER 2018. As I told you, ball mill works on principle of both, that is impact and attrition. So both A and B. Cutting is there for your cutter mill and all. Attrition and impact. Attrition means when balls are rolling over each other. Impact means when your material is striking to the walls or to the balls. So both will be there. Impact and attrition is the right answer. Array, not only one. Don't get confused. It is D, right? 1 pound is equal to how many ounces? Sniper JW 2023. Recent 2 years back question. Yeah, D was the right for this. 10 ounces, 12 ounces, 14 or 16. So yeah, 12 ounces is the right answer. That is 1 pound is equal to 12 ounces. I think we have taken this in the class also, and you remember teaspoon, teacup, like that also it is there. That is also important. Okay. So 1 pound 12 ounces is the right answer. Next is capping in tablets mainly due to. Okay. So capping means some of the part of the upper part will remove as a cap. Why that happens? Less upper punch pressure move. So basically it is not about the machine related. Okay. Poor flowability, no. Proper formulation design. If it is a proper how, then it will be a problem, right? So it is an entrapment of air in tablet during compression. And because it creates certain kind of hollowness in the tablet, it will remove as a cap. So it is because of entrapment of air in tablet during compression. Okay, during compression. So these are the various defects. I think everybody knows. This is the right answer. Young's formula for calculating child dose. See, only formula they have asked. Sniper JW 2022. So child dose is equal to age of child in years. So we have seen age of child in years plus 12 into adult dose, right? So option B is the right answer. Option B is the right answer. Age of child in years divided by age plus 12 into adult dose. And please remember, if they have given you in mg, you calculate in mg. If they have given in grams, you calculate in grams. Okay. Sometimes they may confuse you if they have given you this example to solve. Okay. Next is moderately fine sieve size 44, 22, 10, 12. NIPER JW 17 and 19. Both questions are there. Okay, very good. 44 is the right answer. That is option A is the right answer. Moderately fine sieve. Okay. So if you see moderately fine, it's 44, moderately coarse 22 and coarse 10. as the sieve number decreases, the size, the particles increases. Okay, so that means from 10 coarse powder will go, and very fine is 120. Okay, according to IP, cold storage means what? NIPER JEE 2022 question. Cold, cool, many students get confused. So 0 to 2, 2 to 8, 8 to 15, 16 to 24. So basically 2 to 8 is the right answer, that is cold. 8 to 15 is about the 8 to 25 is about the cool temperature, okay? And warm is 30 to 40, then it goes above that excessive heat, and room temperature is generally 25, okay? Next is Cabocil. Just now I told Cabocil, aerosol, these are nothing but what? Glidants. Most of the students get confused between lubricants and glidants. So glidants are nothing but this seal, Cabocil, aerosol. And lubricants are your stearate, magnesium stearate, aluminium stearate, and so on. Okay. So very good. This is the right answer, glidant. But what happened? Where are your answers? So that is very less you are using. So the goal of formulary system management is to NIPER JEE 2022 question. So review all significant adverse drug reaction. Formulary means what? It is a list of a drug, like how it is there for hospital formulary. So like that, formulary is a list of a drugs. Okay. So review the drug list for use in the hospital. So this is right answer actually. Review the drug list. Develop procedure for handling and control of drugs brought into the hospital by patient. No, it is not about that. It is about the review of the drug list for use in the hospital. Okay. So basically option B is the right answer. Now you can tell mixture of menthol and thymol show which of the following incompatibility. There are three types: physical, chemical, therapeutic. Physical means which you can see from your eyes. Chemical means some reaction is happening. Therapeutic means activity is increasing, decreasing, something is happening, right? So this menthol and thymol, they are immiscible with each other. It is like oil in water. So that comes under your physical type of incompatibility. Okay, so that is NIPER JEE 2021 question. Okay, mannitol has this a number of times. I have told you mannitol and their important points. Which letter is being repeated? N. So write it down N. N for negative heat of solution. It is non-hygroscopic. It is non-carcinogenic, right? And it is no or low calorie. You remember? So just remember the letter N for mannitol. So it is having negative heat of solution. That is the reason it is used in the chewable tablets, and it gives the cooling sensation because it has negative heat of solution. Very good. Next question. This is also recent question. 100% proof spirit is equal to NIPER JEE 2020. Absolute alcohol by volume 57%, 49, 30, 90. Basically, it is two are there. If it is according to IP, 57.1% volume by volume. If it is according to USP, it is 50%. Okay, so it depends. Now here they have not mentioned anything, but if you see the clause, so it is 57% alcohol by volume. Okay, so generally remember it is 57.1, but 57 is given. Okay, so option is the right answer, alcohol by volume. So very good, option A is the right answer. Next is among the propellants used in aerosol, one of the following is used for topical pharmaceutical aerosol. There are various types. In the class also we have discussed topical, oral and inhalations are different. Okay, so basically propane it is using as a topical, remaining are for the oral and the inhalation one. So option D, propane is the right answer, which is used for the topical. Any related to chloro or fluoro containing compounds, that is oral inhalation, remaining is your topical. This is NIPER JEE 2012 question. So very good. I think Gopi Krishna, right? Very good. Which of the following is not used to measure the child dose? Simple. Not used to measure the child dose. NIPER JEE 2018 question. Dale's, have you heard any time Dale's formula, especially to calculate the child dose? No, right? We have seen Young's formula, we have seen Clark's formula. Young, it is based upon age in years. Clark's is age. Clark's is based on the body weight, which is in kg or pounds, and Fried's is age in months. Okay, so definitely option D is the right answer. Sorry, option A is the right answer. Rest of them are for the child dose. Very good. Next question. The solid content present in the paste. I have told you that whatever semi-solids we have seen in the class, everybody will have the unique feature. And the fact that paste have higher percentage of insoluble content. Okay. So more than 50% is the right answer. It is not less than 50%, less than 70, but more than 60, more than 50. It is that more than 50% is present in case of the paste. The solid content which we are talking. So every solid, semi-solid dosage forms have the characteristic features. Okay, very good. Next is 1000 picogram is equal to, for that you should know what is pico. 1000 pico. Pico means what? 10 raised to minus 12. You can write 10 raised to 3 into 10 raised to minus 12. If you solve this, you know na, if the base is same, their index will get the addition of that. So it will be 10 raised to minus 9. What is 10 raised to minus 9? Nanograms, right? So it is 1 nanogram. 1, that's the reason. Here also it is there 10, but 10 no, 1 nanogram. This is 10 raised to minus 9, right? If it comes 10 raised to minus 8, then it will be 10 nanogram. Okay? No, Ray, no. C is not there. It is D, 1 nanogram. That is the reason I have shown you like this. Okay? 10 raised 1 nanogram is the right answer. So you know pico and this. So you can calculate like this. For that you should only know what is pico. Femto. If they ask femto, what is femto? 10 raised to minus 15. Okay. Pico, I think everybody knows. Angstrom is 10 raised to minus 10. Nano, you know. Micro, you know. Milli, you know. Right? Which of the propellant is commonly used in topical aerosol? Same questions. Basically, all are there now. P22, 142, propane, butane, isobutane, because here chlorine, fluorine is not there. So, all of this is the right answer. If you see chloro containing propellants, then that is oral or inhalation. Okay. Next question. 1 pound is equal to how many grams? One pound is equal to how many grams? This is NIPA GEE 2023 question. Okay, so 450 is the right answer. 1 pound is equal to 450 grams. Okay, so here you can see 450 grams is 1 pound. 1 gram is equal to 15 grains. 1 gram is equal to 15 grains. 60 mg is equal to 1 grain. Okay, so this is basic. You remember this. Drachm and all we have already seen in the class. 8 drachms, 480 grains, right? Next question. In aerosol 152A is used for the name of which propellant? I have told you in the class also. What does the number first indicates? Number of carbon minus 1, right? Number of carbon minus 1. What is there here? 1, right? So carbon is equal to 1 plus 1, 2. That means 2 carbons are present in this propellant, okay? So which are those 2 carbons? Sorry, in the options you see ethane. It should end with ethane because it is carbon, 2 carbons. So our option A will not be there and option C will not be there, okay? Now 2. 2 indicates what? Number, total number of fluorine atoms. That means difluoro it will be there, okay? Because that is easy. This is high. Counting hydrogen is difficult, where you will have to balance the carbon and so on, okay? But you can easily calculate the fluorine atoms. Now here 2 are there, right? So 2 indicates total number of fluorine atoms. 2 are there. Now if you see here, they are mentioning tetrafluoro, so it is not there. Here it is difluoroethane. So option B is the right answer. Okay. Which one is easy? That you calculate first. Okay. So difluoroethane is the right answer. Directly you can see number of fluorine atoms also. No worries. Chalo, option B is the right answer. Very good. Bloom strength is directly proportional to this. We are talking about the gelatin. Okay, so bloom strength, higher the bloom strength, higher will be the higher the molecular weight, higher will be the bloom strength, because more molecules will come in contact and definitely they will give higher bloom strength, right? So it is about the molecular weight of gelatin. It is not about the filled gelatin shell, filled and filled. This is not about the filled and filled. It is about the actual, what is the molecular weight of that gelatin. So that is nothing but the bloom strength. Okay, so it is the directly proportional. Okay, remember, it is directly proportional to the molecular weight. Molecular weight is directly proportional to the bloom strength, because more cross linking will happen in that and it will give higher strength. ABC analysis deals with what? ABC analysis deals with, option is toxicology study, efficacy study, inventory. Okay, first of all, what is ABC? Always better control. Okay, so that is about the inventory control. Okay, if you know the full form, you can answer. It is about the inventory control. Okay, so this is NIPA JEE 2006 question. Okay, very good. Next, so this is about the inventory control. ABC is always better control and VD is vital, essential, desirable. Next is, first edition of Indian Pharmacopoeia was published in which year? The first edition, if you remember when I gave you the trick, I told you it starts from 1955 and then you have to keep adding the numbers 11, 11, 14, 11 like that. Okay, in that we will not see now, but that is 1955, right? We have started from 1955. Then comes your 1966, 1985, 1996, then comes 2000 and so on, 2007, 10, 14, 18, recent is 22. So 1955 is the first edition of Indian Pharmacopoeia. And who was the chairman at that time? I'm asking when it is published and not when it is started. Chairman at the time of publication. Both are different. Option C, 1955 is the right answer. Very good. 𝘂𝙂𝙎𝙬𝙁, very good. Next is, so 1955 is the right answer. At that time, Dr. B.N. Ghosh, I told you who were not there, I'm telling. G stands for, the trick is good morning, then 3 times Nityanand. So it is like this. Ghosh, Dr. B.N. Ghosh, Dr. B. Mukherjee, Dr. Nityanand, and Dr. Ghulam Nabi Azad. Okay. Next is, iodine value in suppository is related to. So you have iodine value, you have acid value, you have saponification value, and so on. Hello Nagaratna, how are you? So saponification, it is not about the iodine value. Decomposition, basically iodine value is about the decomposition by moisture, acid and oxygen. So yes, that is the right answer. So we have melting rate. Sorry, these are the specifications. How we have the specifications for the gelatin? Like that, we have the specifications for the suppositories, right? Melting range. So remember the methods. Students will skip this, but I'll just revise. Villay melting method, capillary melting method, softening point, and incipient melting or thaw point. Then solid fat index. That is nothing but percentage of solid fat present versus temperature. Okay, so if you increase the temperature, it will start melting, and the solid fat percentage of solid will decrease. So that is a solid fat index. Hydroxyl value, saponification, solidification point, water number, iodine value, and the acid value. Okay. Next is, lecithin in shampoo is used as, NIPA JEE 2016 question. Conditioning agent, foaming agent, viscosity enhancer, or preservative. Okay, so basically it is not a foaming agent. For that you have sulfates and all. Viscosity enhancer, again it is not there. Preservatives, this is not a preservative. Okay, so lecithin act as a conditioning agent in case of the shampoo. So option A, conditioning agent, is the right answer. This question previously also I asked and somebody has answered also. No, it is not. Acha, C. Fluoride content in the toothpaste is. It is not viscosity, Gopi. It is about the conditioning. Okay. Fluoride content in toothpaste is not more than. So previously also asked. This is NIPER JEE 2021 question. Okay. So 100 ppm. They are asking the limit. Okay. 100, 500, 1000 ppm or 1500. So basically it is about the 1000 ppm. That is the limit of fluoride content in the toothpaste. Okay. Not 100, it is 1000. Okay, it's more. Just remember 1000, I think 1000 rupees, the note is banned, right? It is not there. So that is the fluoride content. Okay. So fluoride content in toothpaste is already restricted under the rule 149A according to DNC Act 1945. Okay. As per the said rule, fluoride content shall not be more than 1000 ppm. Okay. So this is the limit. Next is castor oil is used in the lipstick preparation as film former. Is it a film former? No, right? We know that it is not there. Antioxidant, base or plasticizer. Antioxidant. This is oil that we are using. This is not antioxidant. Base. It is not a base. It is about the plasticizer that gives little bit kind of what we say, that smoothness and all will be there. That is because of the castor oil. Because castor oil itself is a dense one. Okay, it is a good plasticizing agent. And the last question is schedule for medication under supervision of RMP. That means registered medical practitioner. You have to take this medication under certain guidance. Option A is G, option B is H, option C is S and T, right? So G is for guide, that we have remembered. That means these medications you have to take under certain guidance or the supervision of registered medical practitioner. Okay, so that is given under schedule G. Okay, so G for guide. That anyways we have to. This is a prescription drug, and this is about the T. So option A, they are asking for the medical under the supervision of medical. So option A is the right answer. So very good all of you. So that was all about our H is prescription. Very good. What is T? I think here it is not there. What is T? Okay, anyways. So that was all about the question from the previous years. Again, I'm telling that comparatively NIPER paper is little bit easy as compared to GPAT paper. The only thing is that do not be in a hurry. You know the question very well. The only thing is that you just get hurry in the questions and directly without reading it carefully you take the option. Many students it happened. It is not only one particular student. ASU is the right answer. I was waiting for that only. So T for total, you remember. So total Australia we have remembered, if you know. Schedule T, A for Ayurveda, Unani and Siddha system. Okay. So like that we have remembered for all the tricks, right? If you remember. So yeah. So all the very best for your NIPER examinations and see you all soon, very soon as NIPERians. So all the very best from Team GDC and from all of us. Be patient, be calm. You know what is the answer. Just have that faith, have the belief that yes, you can do it, and definitely you can do it because all the efforts will definitely pay you one day. So make sure that you be calm and stay relaxed while solving the paper. Do not be in hurry. Okay, and this whatever 8 to 9 days are remaining for your examination, prepare very well. Don't repeat the mistakes that you have been done in your GPAT examination or the previous examinations. So be very confident and all the very best from Team GDC, all of you, and see you soon in the upcoming lectures which will be there for the remaining questions. So stay tuned and all the very best for your examination. If you have any doubts, any queries, you can let us know, and all the very best for your examination. So thank you so much. You were amazing, your response and all. So all the very best. So if you don't have any doubts, we can wind up the class. You are welcome. Okay, so thank you so much and all the very best for your NIPER examination.